Hey guys, it's Nicole and I'm back and I want to show you my Monday cleaning routine. Here's a homemade floor cleaning solution that I use on Mondays because for Mondays I focus on sweeping and mopping the main level of my home. And I use a Freedom mop, which is really easy because I can fill it with whatever solution I want. So pretty much on Mondays what I do is I mop the main level of my home, which includes my living room, dining room, kitchen, and like a sitting room slash sunroom that we have. Here I'm just cleaning up a mess that my 4-year-old left with a blanket on the floor, and then I'm just sweeping up everything. I don't really move every piece of furniture because this is a weekly cleaning routine. When I have a deep cleaning, spring sessions and stuff like that, I'll like move the heavier items around so I can get underneath. But for the most part, I just give the living room a really good sweeping, get into every crack and crevice because 3 boys make a lot of mess. It seems like whenever they come home from school or even in the mornings and my 4-year-old throughout the day, it's just constant, like crumbs. I don't even know where it comes from. So I just go ahead and sweep up everything, being careful to not leave anything behind. Then I go ahead and I pull the couch out and get behind it. The couches are easy to move, so I go ahead and just sweep it. I usually just find little things like Legos or like gum wrapper or anything random like that, and I get that out of the way as well. So I go ahead and pull out the other couches as well and get behind them, and I also sweep up any dust that might be on the vents that are behind those couches on the floor. Our vents are on the ground, so when I'm sweeping, I make sure that I kind of try to get in those crevices and get the dust out that might have accumulated. But again, this is a weekly cleaning routine, so there really isn't much behind the couches. It's just, I always just double check because, again, with kids, you never know what could have fallen behind there. So now I'm going to go ahead and mop, and I'm going to use my cleaning solution that I showed earlier in the video. And what I found best for laminate, because I have laminate flooring, and this cleaning solution works great for laminate and tile. If you have hardwood, I'm not sure if this is safe for that, but definitely for laminate and tile, this works great. And I like to make sure that I mop in the direction of the floorboards. So I'm not, if the floorboards are going vertically, I'm going to go vertically with the direction of floorboards because that eliminates the look of streaks. This cleaning solution barely leaves any streaks, but sometimes if it doesn't dry properly, if you use too much solution, you can kind of see it. So be sure to, again, go with the direction of the floorboards and also make sure that you don't use too much solution. And this is pretty much how the floors turn out after it's done. Nice and shiny and streak free. Okay, now I'm going into my sunroom and kitchen area and my dining room area. I'm just going to go ahead and just, again, keep sweeping because kids generate a lot of dirt and crumbs and mess. This area here is the messiest, and I have to constantly sweep because this is where we eat, and the boys tend to eat at the counter in the kitchen where the stools are, so I really have to be very careful to make sure I get that area really good. And even though this is a weekly routine for my floors, my kitchen and my dining area gets swept probably twice a day, honestly, after breakfast and then after dinner because, again, kids are messy. So at this point, I'm going into my kitchen and I'm cleaning up in there, getting in the cracks and the crevices underneath the counters. My broom is sort of angled, so it kind of takes care of that, but I know a lot of people like to vacuum underneath their counters, and that's also a great idea as well when you want to get like a deep, thorough cleaning. But again, this is my weekly cleaning routine, so a sweeping and a mopping is perfectly fine for me. When mopping, I like to apply a little bit more pressure on the areas that have, like, stuff that's kind of stuck on. Whenever I'm doing a deeper cleaning, I use an actual spin mop and bucket so I can really get in there. But this Freedom Mop, this Woodbin Freedom Mop, is really good for my day-to-day cleaning of my floors. And I don't even really move the furniture around or anything when I'm doing my weekly or day-to-day cleaning. I just kind of move around everything unless it's really, really bad. Then I will have to move the chairs out of the way. For the most part, I'm able to get everything that I need to get without having to move the table and move the chairs out of the way. Now, my sunroom stays relatively clean. We don't really go in there much as a family, and it was a very, very simple process of just, again, going with the grain of the floors, the direction of the floorboards, and just simply using my DIY cleaning solution, sorry, and moving around the furniture. Now, this cleaning routine is very simple, very easy if you have small kids, to mop every single week and then to spot mop the areas in your kitchen and your dining room, and your house floor should stay pretty clean, especially if you don't wear shoes in your house, which is a must. Don't wear shoes in your house, you won't have to worry about too much mess or floors that are too dirty. And that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my Monday cleaning schedule. I'll be back for the rest of the week with the rest of my cleaning routines for each day. Talk to you later. From one amazing mother to another. Bye.